stops you from wanting to actually make the video, because you always find a reason to not get to it because of XYZ or whatever reason. And I have found myself in that place, and today I just said, you know what, we're gonna do it. We're gonna film the video, we're gonna get back into it, and just see what happens. I'm probably rusty. I have been away for a while, so I'm gonna have to remember all of the little things that I typically do in a video. And you might hear some background noise because my housemate is cooking right now. And that's just what it is. So hopefully it's not too distracting. My cat is on my lap, so you might hear some noises from him from time to time. But ultimately, I'm just looking forward to getting caught up with all of you and telling you a little bit about what I've been up to. The good, the bad, all the rest. So, thank you for being here, for sticking around despite the fact that I have been totally MIA for like the last 6 months. We're gonna talk about why, but there are reasons as to why. My other cat just walked in the room. Everyone is shocked, absolutely shocked that I'm back in this chair filming, so it's a spectacle, as you can see. My little tuxedo looking out the window. It's a big to-do. Okay, so, anyway, I hope you're all well. I really do. I hope you've been so well. Let me know how you've been in the comments below, because I want to know how you're doing if you are still out there. If you're still out there watching. Would love to know what is new with you and what you've been up to. Let me start by picking up where we left off many moons ago. The last time I posted a video was right before I got a promotion at work. Yay, promotion. Which is good news. But of course, it meant that my time became a lot more limited. I felt very overwhelmed when I first got the promotion, just because there are new things to learn, new responsibilities to take on. It was just a lot all at once, and I knew there would be this period of time where, sorry, I just trimmed my bangs, and I don't know if I like how I did it. Easily distracted. But I knew there would be this period of time where I would just need to get into the groove and get myself feeling more comfortable, so I had to really dedicate my time to that. I was promoted from a manager to a director, and they gave me a new campaign to work on, to direct and manage, and so that has kept me very busy this past summer, and it will continue keeping me busy throughout the fall. But I feel like I have obviously a better handle of it now, because I've been doing it for months. So I'm feeling more confident and better equipped to be taking on this role. But if you have followed me for a while, then you know that I often work, events that are nights and weekends, and I don't have a typical 9-to-5 type job, so, the work just has always kept me busy, and then on top of having the new promotion, like I said, I really had to just focus on that for a little bit. I was feeling a little bit too overwhelmed to work on anything else, really. So yeah, that is what originally got me out of my schedule, my flow, my regular video uploading. And then from there, I think things just summer has flown by, and I've tried to make the most out of it. So I've done a little bit of kayaking. I've gotten lots of ice cream cones, or creamies as we call them here in Vermont. I've done some swimming holes along rivers and lakes, and what else? I feel like those have been my primary activities. Lots of evening walks around town and the neighborhood, and there are still some things I'm hoping that I can do, but time is running out for summer, so. But would like to just soak up all of the last bits of summer possible. Yard games, we've done some of that. Gardening, yeah. Gardening was okay. Tried for some basil, that didn't really take. Tried for some kale, and the neighborhood woodchuck came and took that out right away. So that really did not last, unfortunately. Lettuce was doing okay, but then that got overtaken by the tomatoes. The tomatoes are good. That's pretty much the only thing that's done really well this season. The elderberry bushes we have come back pretty strong, so I'm proud of that growth, though the blueberry bushes not so much, so it's been weird. I'm not like a super green thumb. I try to be, but some seasons things just do better than others, though. We are continuing with the native plant lawn. It's really not a lawn anymore because it is mostly just native plants, which is great, at least in the front part of the yard. And then in the back we have an area that's for us to just like relax, sit, have hammocks out, play yard games, things of that nature, but a lot of native plants, so that's been really cool. A lot of our neighbors don't love that. They love a very simple lawn, but oh well. So yeah, I've been keeping busy with that. I also recently started seeing somebody, and so that has been pretty cool. We have been together for like 3 months now, so that is great. He seems to be a good guy, and we'll see if that continues to be true. So those are like the good things that have been going on. And then, like I said, these last few weeks have been less good. And it's funny because I made a post on the YouTube, like community tab, basically apologizing for being MIA, and I was feeling so good. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video like right after this, like soon, like a day or two after this, and that's when all this other stuff started happening. It's like perfect timing. I just had a feeling that would happen. But I felt like I needed to make that post because I was getting comments and emails, and I so appreciate everybody reaching out. Like, genuinely, I really do. It means so much to me. And it was hard to look at because I felt so bad because I never wanted to stop making videos, and things just kept getting in the way. And then, as I mentioned, I kind of started to find excuses because I was like, well, if I do it right now, it's not going to be that good, or it's not going to turn out the way I like. So anyway, but here we are. So yes, I made that post on the community tab, and I don't know when exactly this happened. It must have been a few days later. I found out that my cousin passed away, and death is hard for me. Not just losing family members, though of course that too, but also thoughts surrounding the acts of death and dying. I struggle with that. So that hit me in a sad, weird way, like more so than just the sadness of the loss, if that makes any sense. And sick. I actually think I got sick first. If we're talking order of operations, I got sick first. And as I was coming down with this, I felt like it was bronchitis. And I was like, okay, if that's true, I should probably go to urgent care because I'll need an antibiotic for that. I had like the fever, the chills, the throat stuff. Gross. And so I went to urgent care and we did all the tests or whatever, and they tested me for everything. They were pretty sure it was bronchitis, but they tested me for everything just in case, and they came back to me to tell me that everything was negative and that was weird, but they explained that there was something going around that everyone was seeming to get that had not yet been like diagnosed. So yeah, the doctor came in and explained that all of these patients were coming in with the exact same symptoms as me. Tests were coming back negative, and they had no way to diagnose it because they didn't know what it was. Here's my cat again. They did expect it was some kind of variant of, oh, sorry, I said bronchitis earlier. I meant strep throat. They thought it was some variant of strep that has just not been figured out yet, so I don't know, that was weird. But they decided to still give me the antibiotics because I had so much of the symptoms that are very like common with strep. So anyway, yeah, I hate taking antibiotics. It's not fun, probably for anybody. So yeah, I got sick, and that took me out for like a week or so, and then the whole thing happened with my cousin, and then I have been having things happening with my friends that are in a tough place, and that has been difficult. Like, people in my circle are just kind of going through a lot right now, so trying to be present for them, and took my sweet kitty to the vet, Vito, who was just sitting on my lap and getting fur all over me that I just feel on my hands and face. But they found some stuff with him, and that's hard. He's 17, so, you know, only so much you can do when you have a cat who's 17 that starts to have health problems and concerns, but just a lot all at once, just a lot all at once, all at once, all at once, all at once, all at once. But it's okay, it's okay. There are things out there that continue to spark joy, which I am grateful for. Good music, good food, good friends, good people in general, good entertainment. I feel like I've been really leaning into the guilty pleasure TV, just because it's a way to shut off my brain. So, lots of 90 Day Fiancé and the newer 90 Day Fiancé spin-off, Hunt for Love. What else have I been watching? Oh, Love Island. I'm late to the party on Love Island. I know the new season is over, but my friends and I just started watching it together. We're very far behind on Big Brother. Only a few episodes into the new season there. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it for like crummy reality TV. I could be wrong, but I think that's it. I just started watching this show on Max called Alien. I think it's called Alien. It's based off of the old movie Alien. So the first few episodes of that, which was good. Just saw Freakier Friday in theaters the other video games. These are like my decompression things. Like, it sounds like I'm spending a lot of time doing this. I'm really not. But I just need something to shut down a little bit, you know what I mean? Been playing Mario Kart as always, that hasn't changed. A little bit of 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus, which I've always loved as well. What else? That might be it. I've considered getting back into Animal Crossing, but that phase may have passed, I'm not sure. It's very possible. Oh, I've been playing Overcooked again. Tell me how you're sparking joy, please. Please tell me how you've been sparking joy, because there's never enough of it in this world. And if you have any suggestions, I'm always open to it. I'm always open to new ways to relax, decompress, laugh, enjoy, all that good stuff. So definitely do keep me posted and let me know what videos you want from me, because it's been so long. I need to get back into the swing of it. This first video is going to be helpful for me, I think, to get back into the flow. And so I'd like to know, what do you want to hear more about, see more of? Yeah, what kind of videos can I offer up to you? Because at this point, what you used to ask for may be totally different today, right? So give me an idea of what you're looking for. That would be super helpful, super helpful, super helpful. And anything else you can think of that you want to share. I had planned for this video to maybe be a little bit longer, but it's one of those things where I feel like so much has gone on that I don't really even know what to share. Other than the highlights, you know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's really super obvious that I should mention in this video. My friend is coming to visit this weekend, I think. That's exciting. Yeah, I don't know. My friend is getting surgery on Wednesday, so I'm gonna go to the hospital to be some emotional support for her and her partner. So that feels important. I'm glad that I'm gonna get to go and do that, and I don't know how long it's gonna take, so I'll probably bring my work laptop and try to get some stuff done from there. But I'm happy that she's getting the surgery. I think it's gonna be good for her, and so that's another thing, kind of keeping my brain occupied. But yeah, fall is coming. I'm so excited for that. Looking forward to pumpkin picking, and corn mazes and spooky stuff. I want to do some spooky stuff this year. Do a little decorating. Not that I'm not always slightly decorated for Halloween, but maybe a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for that. As much as I'll miss some of these summer activities, fall has always been my favorite. So I'm really looking forward to that. Do that. So anyway, just wanted to pop on to say hello, to let you know that I'm coming back. I'm coming back. And hopefully it's gonna be better than ever. And again, I'm so sorry for life getting in the way. I appreciate all of your kind comments and all of the outreach that you've been doing. Again, I want to know how you've been doing. What do you want to see more of? What recommendations you have to spark joy? Literally anything you can think of. I have missed you all and really excited to get back into it. So